apparently the players weren't respecting the fact that he had a KO punch.
Yes.
That's a problem. Now, I'm not sure if there's a strong Little Mac player in Japan, actually, but just not having that type of mentality, I suppose, will definitely screw you over in this. I don't expect anything from that, especially from last time, who came last year, as you said.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, in the same token, it's like, okay, well, they are just kind of hanging out, playing today, and then tomorrow's a big deal.
And this
So let's just have some good fun with this one.
And this is the round, I believe, right before top 8. So loser of this gets 9th place. You know what? I can't speak too much about Nietono. I've seen him since the Brawl days playing Olimar and really being dominant at Apex. I haven't seen too much of him myself personally, you know, in Smash 4 within the last couple of months. However, we all know that Nietono is a very solid player. One of the geniuses of Smash 4, in my opinion. Just such a smart guy. And I love to see the contrast between his style and Vash, who's kind of very raw with his play style. And what I mean by that is he does a lot of things that people will find questionable, but he just happens to connect them. It almost feels like out of sheer will. So
yeah, it's kind of strange. I remember I was talking to one of my friends about this. It's like, it's kind of funny how, like, when you first start playing the game, you know, you're a day one player, you never played any Smash game before, you know, just checking out what the buttons do, like, oh, you know, smashes, then just kind of do smashes. You're like, oh, this just does most damage. You just do it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And then at some point on the high level, like, it almost works again. Like, it works at the lowest level, and then it works at the highest level.
It's funny how that usually ends up netting some folks wins or depressing losses, but more specifically on this matchup, we have a pretty tight game as far as percent is concerned. Little Mac in a terrible spot. Great tech coming out of Nietono on that side B. Jolt Haymaker does not net Vash too much, and unfortunately he does get KO'd, but hey, he's got, you know, Diddy is not the heaviest character in the game, so he's well within KO percent. Nothing that Little Mac can't manage. Oh, that was a fantastic jab to up B. Nietono couldn't get a lot of percent. However, he's proven that he knows how to go off stage and get rid of Little Mac. Great back air forwarder. I thought he was I thought it was another forwarder was coming out, and that was going to end it because I believe Little Mac burned his jump.
Yeah, he did. If he did that forwarder, that would have taken him out.
Here's one thing I know about Vash and a lot of Little Mac players. They're very cognizant of their KO punch meter right now. So Vash is going to be looking to do just enough hits, and he's probably going to take a hit right here so he can build the meter and then confirm a down tilt into KO punch. Oh my goodness.
Oh. Yeah, he's... Notice here his... Oh, I thought that would have taken it away.
I was surprised it didn't either, but I guess trips don't count the same as hit. Gets a knockdown.
Yeah, does it have to be 1% that takes it away?
It may... No, I guess a trip just does not...
Oh,
I think he meant to dash. I saw him shake his head. He accidentally turned it around. He makes it back. Now, Nietono is... Oh, that might be... Oh, he tripped! Good forwarder. That might get him to kill if he can go off stage one more time. Yeah. There it is. Yep. Okay, so 1-0 Nietono on Town and City, which I feel like is Mac's best stage if you ban FD.
Yeah. I think they're going to run it back to the... You know,
thank you very much.
I don't think Vash did anything.
So he was never put in tumble, and that's why he didn't lose his KO punch. He was tripped, but not necessarily in tumble.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go into right back to Town City. Yeah, Vash really likes this stage because it becomes a pseudo FD after a while.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Mac does setups too, with like down tilt to up B and stuff, so that's always nice to go off the top. Plus, it gives them more recovery options with the platforms when it does be there, when they are there, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and a little bit of knowledge just inside Vegas. Lycan and Vash do play quite often. However, Nietono's style of play is actually much more aggressive than if you were to watch someone like Lycan, who's able to really pinpoint sweet, punishes with sweet spot options and avoid taking unnecessary damage in neutral. Nietono, not saying Nietono's reckless, but I feel like his offense is so much more fluid, and it's catching Vash off a little bit. Although it's a pretty even game, I would say that Nietono's kind of in control. Oh my goodness! And then
don't be pulling out of bananas at the edge.
Yeah, he gave him that duff right there. Unfortunately, not enough to take the stock. But we're looking at what I call the win condition with Little Mac, where you have the KO punch. Oh, there it goes. He needed to confirm that for a win. Great catch. The forward tilt gonna take the stock on the top platform. So kudos to Vash for getting that. You know, a great play on the platform, which you don't see a lot of Little Mac players on. Let's see if he can get back here. Oh my. Good recovery from Nietono. I think he wanted to play a little safe. That's why he went further down than he needed to avoid like a situation where you know Mac can drop down nair or drop down air. Right.
Air Mac?
Air Mac, dude. There's that back throw. Let's see if he can clean out the stock. Does not make it. Unfortunately, Little Mac did not have enough reach on that up B. Shout out to Ultimate, where I think he'll probably be able to make that back next time. Oh, I like this from Nietono. He gets
that was super smart.
The problem, I think, in this matchup with Diddy Kong is not that Diddy Kong struggles, but I feel like Diddy Kong does not have a lot of very powerful, damaging moves, and that helps Little Mac build his meter a little bit more than it would, say, if he was playing against. Well, I believe is it percent based like Cloud? Because if that's the case, then I don't think it would matter.
Yeah. As far as I know, it always was.
Oh, he threw out that punch a little.
Yeah, he just got a little greedy.
I think he needs to reassert himself on stage. Good. Oh, man. Nietono definitely reached for that forward air. Did not get it. I love the cancel.
Nice.
Nietono's been doing very well recovering onto the stage. Let's see if Vash can play a little more patient. Nietono's definitely taking advantage of these errant hitboxes. Just like that. Comes out with an upside. Did not connect
out of it.
I think a down tilt up B will net Vash a victory. And there it is.
Nice,
all right.
Nice. You know, I was curious. I was actually on the same page. But in the previous setup in the game, he did get the down tilt up B, but he DI'd out of it, or he might have gotten the wrong kickbox to get into it.
That's difficult to say. You know, I'm really unsure about how the fallout happens. Maybe it's because Diddy Kong went too far and, you know, wasn't able to connect the up smash or all the hits. I'm curious to see what stage Vash is going to go to, because I know he banned Smashville. Battlefield would not be a bad choice. Let's see. Okay. This is definitely a really bad stage for Little Mac. Here's why, guys. First of all, they're in the air, and I'm pretty sure that's the worst place Little Mac wants to be, guys.
I'm just saying, though. I like that music on that stage.
Okay. Dreamland. I think this is a better pick than Battlefield. Do you know, one of the main differences between Battlefield and Dreamland for Little Mac is the fact that he can't actually up smash through the platforms, I believe, on Dreamland versus he can on Battlefield. So that creates a little bit of a stronger camping zone. If that's kind of your game versus Little Mac, which I think Nietono may be going for, seeing as how he does tend to get an early lead.
Yeah, and especially, again, when he does get KO punch, it gives him more opportunity to respect it and just not play his game.
Yeah, and Vash will really need to establish an early lead to avoid that scenario, because that can just be dreadful for a Little Mac.
Yeah, especially when a character can't even double jump to the second platform here.
And here's the lead, here's the win condition. Let's see if Nietono can avoid this scenario altogether, or if he's going to just try to outplan. Okay, well, what I meant by outplay is as far as offensively, he's going to be taking the more defensive route. It seems like, wow, great back here. That came out super fast.
Oh,
and
wow.
that downer extending over the ledge spikes Vash. Now he's only at 63%. He can comfortably play this game more carefully without having to really be too aggressive.
And you can see it too now. He's just like, yeah, I'm confident. We're just going to chill. I don't really have a reason to approach you, so we're just going to hang out.
Unless if that animation is what dropped him a little bit lower. Now, Dreamland doesn't have the highest ceiling in the game, so oh man, that Jolt Hitmaker going right over the banana. I think he's timing that now. Let's see how he gets his KO, if he can, because Diddy Kong can gimp Little Mac at a low percent, just like pretty much anybody can.
Right.
But that forward tilt, not going to net him KO.
Yeah, and that'll be so optimal to get the KO now, because he'll build up his meter by the time the second stop comes around. He's definitely looking to get that done right now.
Oh, he does not. Hey, you know what? 1 for 1. He did fall out of Diddy Kong's up smash, so I think that's just the smash god saying no. And he jumps over the banana with Jolt Hitmaker once again, netting him a stock. Let's see what Vash can do. I really don't like how he rolls to the ledge, because Nietono is so sharp. If he gets that one grab off the stage.
There it is.
There it is. Nietono avenges himself from last year and is able to take out Vash 2-1 with a very smart play. He said, you know what, I'm not going to bother fighting Little Mac on stage. I'm going to throw you off stage, put you at your weakness, and take advantage of it. So Vash will finish here at 9th place. Very respectable, where Nietono will now move into top 8.
Yeah, especially if